Evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's South London Home Choir session. This started as a collaboration between Palace A Cappella Choir in Crystal Palace and Quaggy Community Choir in Ladywell. When we went into lockdown, as we both rehearsed on the same night, and we're in neighbouring boroughs, and Jake and I, who run the two choirs, are friends and colleagues already. This started as a collaboration between us, and is now open to anybody who would like to join us. So if you're joining us for the first time, you're very welcome. If you're a regular, welcome. We'd love to hear from you as we go through the session. It's always really nice to get likes and waves and all sorts of things so that we know you're there, we know you're engaged, and let us know how you're getting on with things. It's always nice having funny stories and a bit of banter as well. So do give us a shout out as we go along. Let's start this evening with a bit of a stretch just to loosen you up after the day. So just a bit of, ow, that was a big click in my back. Something to get your lengthen your spine out, stretch out the sides of your body. And stretch out your shoulders. And then let's do some really big circles with your shoulders. So big circle forward, backwards, whichever you like. Ooh. And then the other way, so forwards. So hi Kay and Eileen, I can see that you're watching. Lovely to know that you're there. Good, and then can we add in the elbows, so doing nice big circles. And then opening out to do your whole arm. So, there we go. Lovely, and then going shh, 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 you guys. Shh, 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 and again. Shh, 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 and again. Shh, 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 zzz, 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 and again. Zzz, 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 and and again. Once more. Lovely. And hello to Fiona and Helen who are joining us from Quaggy. Lovely to have you. Good. Let's do on a brrr or a roll out as you choose. We're just going to do a little bit of a pitch move. Hi, Margaret, as well. You guys. And a bit higher. And a bit higher. And a bit more. And a bit more. And one more really squeaky. Good. Hi, Andy from Palace A Cappella as well. Great to have you. Good. And then let's bounce from low to high. So like that, and so on. Ready? And good. And let's go from the top down. So how squeaky can you start and how growly can you end? Like that. You guys have a go. And brilliant. Well done. Okay. Hi, Gaynell as well from Palace A Cappella. Good. Let's do. Just going. So the most important thing with this is the slide down, because this is getting your airflow moving and making sure we have a good smooth flow across the notes. So you guys. and Nick. Awesome. Good. Let's do Bella Signora. So this is a nice one for just practicing relaxing your jaw on the top notes. Bella Signora. So just see if you can leave it alone and keep the airflow moving through it. Okay, let's give it a go. Ready? And Bella Signora. And again. Bella Signora. And again. Bella Signora. One more. Bella Signora. Good. And now, can I have a little bit of a finger pointing forward as you get to the top note? So, actually, all the way through is good. Bella Signora. Just a little bit of movement. I'll leave you to kind of have a play and see what's actually helpful, but something that means you don't get stuck on the top note, reminds you to keep your airflow moving through it. So for me, I find something like Bella Signora is helpful because it reminds me to keep the airflow, particularly for the top notes. So I would encourage you guys to just have a little play and see what works for you, but that's my suggestion as a starting point. Hi Priya as well, brilliant. So let's give that a try. And Patricia as well, cool. Keep them coming, guys. Keep the hellos coming. Cool. So Bella Signora with some kind of arm gesture. You go, ready? And Bella Signora. And again. Bella Signora. Bella Signora. Bella Signora. Now, can you make your gesture more elaborate? Can it be bigger? Can it be smoother? Can it be more flowing? Can it be more like a ballet move? I don't know. Make it more something. And I would love it if you guys so tell me on the Facebook feed if you discover anything fun or silly or something that really works. I would love to hear about it. Okay, ready? And Bella. Ooh, sorry. Where are we up to? Let's go from there. And Bella Signora. Something that goes with the Italian kind of big gesture feel to it. Ready? And Bella Signora. Slide is good too. Bella Signora. Bella Signora. A couple more. Bella Signora. Bella Signora. Last one. Bella Signora. Cool. Let me know how you get on with that if you've discovered anything fun. Hello to Patricia. I can't remember if I actually said hello already, but I'll say it again. So I'd rather say it twice than miss you out. Good. So we're going to have a go at a round. A few of you may have done this in our Crib Notes morning singing break, in which case you already know it. You can just have some fun really going for it. So this one is Rose, Rose, Rose Red. Hi Nat and Hannah and Ginny as well. Brilliant. One of the things that's really, really lovely about this actually, so all those names that I've just read out in the last few minutes, they're from at least 3 different choirs, possibly 4, choirs either that Jake and I run or have connections with. And this is just the people that I can see on the feed. So it's so lovely to be, despite the kind of isolation lockdown, to be able to have a collaboration between so many different choirs across London. So it's so lovely to see you all. Good. So this is Rose, Rose, Rose Red. And the words are Rose, Rose, Rose Red, shall I ever see thee wed? And then we made a little change in Crib Notes, suggested by one of our members, to make it a little bit more updated for the 21st century. So the next line is, I will marry at my will, sire, at my will. So it goes like this. Rose, Rose, Rose Red, shall I ever see thee wed? I will marry at my will, sire, at my will. Some of you have done the round Hey Ho Nobody at Home with me. This is musically very, very similar, but we have an extra line on the end. So let's give this a little go in bits. So I'll sing a line and then you guys have a go. So, Rose, rose, rose red, you guys. Rose, rose, rose red. And again. Rose, rose, rose red. Next bit. Shall I ever see thee wed? You guys. Shall I ever see thee wed? And then last bit, next bit. I will marry at my will, sire. You guys. And I will marry at my will, sire. One more time. And I will marry at my will, sire. Last bit. At my will. You guys. At my will. So let's try putting that together in two blocks at once. So rose, rose, rose red, shall I ever see thee wed? You guys there, ready? And rose, rose, rose red, shall I ever see thee wed? Next bit. I will marry at my will, sire, at my will. You guys. I will marry at my will, sire, at my will. Let's try all of that together. Rose, ready? And rose, rose, rose red, shall I ever see thee wed? I will marry at my will, sire, at my will. And again. Rose, rose, rose red, shall I ever see thee wed? I will marry at my will, sire, at my will. Once more. Rose, rose, rose red, shall I ever see thee wed? I will marry at my will, sire, at my will. Awesome. I have to just read this comment out from Gaynell when we were doing the arm gestures in Bella Signora. She said she had to stop chopping the vegetables for her dinner so that she could actually put her arm out properly. Gaynell, I am very impressed by your commitment, and I'm sorry you had to put your dinner on hold. Lovely. So let's do this as a round now. So I'm going to play a recording of the first of it going, get it going on the recording, and then we're going to come in for the second phrase. So the way it will work is you'll hear rose, 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 red, then we start rose, 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 like that. So follow me. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Rose, 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 red. Rose, rose, rose red, shall I ever see thee wed? I will marry at my will, sire, at my will. Rose, rose, rose red, shall I ever see thee wed? I will marry at my will, sire, at my will. Once more. Rose, rose, rose red, shall I ever see thee wed? I will marry at my will, sire, at my will. Great, well done, guys. Let's try that again, putting another part in just to make it harder. And also evening to Tom and Emily from Quaggy Community Choir. Great to have you. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to be the third part that comes in now. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Rose, rose, rose red, shall I ever see thee wed? Rose, rose, rose red, shall I ever see thee wed? I will marry at my will, sire, rose, rose red, shall I ever see thee wed? I will marry at thy will, sire, at my will. Rose, rose, rose red, shall I ever see thee wed? I will marry at my will, sire, at my will. Cool. And then we've got one more to make it even harder. So putting a fourth part in. And good evening to Modape, who makes the number of choirs that I know we have members from up to 5, I think. That's brilliant. Okay, so we are now the fourth part. This is the last time. I'm going to sing a little quieter this time, just give you a bit of an extra challenge. So we are the fourth part to come in, okay, last time. And then I'm going to hand over to Jake, who's going to do a bit of Sloop John B. So actually you've also now got a couple of minutes. If you need to get scores, you can get them from Quaggy Community Choir, I think it's, Jake, you're going to have to say, quaggycommunitychoir.com. Give me a thumbs up if that's, yeah. quaggycommunitychoir.com/South London Home Choir. The web address should be in the comments next to the video as well. So if you want a score for Sloop John B, you haven't got one yet, just head over to that page and get it. You've got a few more minutes before we just run this round the last time. So here we go. 2, 3, 4. Rose, rose, rose red, shall I ever see thee wed? Shall I ever see thee wed? Rose, rose, rose red, shall I ever see thee wed? I will marry and see thee wed, sire, at my will. Rose, rose, rose red, shall I ever see thee wed? I will marry at my will, sire, at my will. Rose, rose, rose red, shall I ever see thee wed? I will marry at my will, sire, at my will. Cool. Let us know how you get on with that. I know some of you had a little bit of a head start. But yeah, let us know how you get on with that. I'm going to hunt out... Oh dear. I should have done some tongue twisters in the warm-up, clearly. I'm going to hand over to Jake to do some Sloop John B. So Jake, all yours.
Thanks, Eleanor. That was absolutely beautiful. Lovely to see you again, everyone. Hi to my singers from Quaggy Community Choir, Eleanor's singers from Palace a Cappella, Kenda singers, Fleet singers, and anyone else who is with us tonight. Welcome. I just want to say thanks as well to those who took part in the virtual choir project that Eleanor and I have been doing with our daytime choir, Crib Notes, which exists both online and offline. Lots of you recorded your parts for the folk song Call the Owls and sent them in, which is fantastic. I'm now going to clean up the audio and do a bit of mixing and editing. We'll let you know when there is something to listen to. And also there may be a video element to it as well. We'll let you know about that. If you didn't get around to recording your part and you still want to, you can, just about, but let me know as soon as possible what it is that you're doing. And if you still aren't able to participate this time, don't worry, we are hoping to do another project like this at some point. Right, first of all, I'm gonna do a little bit of Sloop John B. If you're new to South London Home Choir and you don't have a score or lyrics in front of you, now's the time to go to our website, quaggycommunitychoir.com/South London Home Choir. Link is near the video, and get hold of one. I'm going to look at verse 2, okay? Second verses always get neglected, so we're going to spend a little bit of time on that today. Hi, Andrew, Margot, Kat, and Julie. Nice to see you today. All right, verse 2. I'll do voice 1 to begin with. So this is page 3. Turn to page 3, verse 2, bar 34. Voice 1. I'll sing a phrase. I'll sing a few phrases actually. Repeat after me on voice 1. 3, 4. The first mate, he got drunk. and broke in the captain's trunk. Let's have that voice one. And the first mate, he got drunk and broke in the captain's trunk. It goes on voice one. Had to come and take him away. Let's have that. Had to come and take him away. It goes on voice one. Sheriff Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? Let's do that voice one. And Sheriff Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? It goes on. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. Very good, voice one. Let's do it all again. The first mate, 3, 4. The first mate, he got drunk and broke in the captain's trunk. Had to come and take him away. Sheriff Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. One more time, voice one. The first mate, he got drunk and broke in the captain's trunk. Had to come and take him away. Sheriff Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. Okay, good. Well done, voice one. Let's have a look at voice two now. Verse two, voice two. Verse two, voice two. The first mate is where you start, or if you're up there, the first mate. I'll sing a few phrases, repeat after me. Voice two now. Verse 2, 3, 4. The first mate, he got drunk and broke in the captain's trunk. Let's have that. The first mate, he got drunk and broke in the captain's trunk. It goes on. The constable had to come and take him away. And the constable had to come and take him away. It goes on. Sheriff Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? Let's have that voice too. Sheriff 2, 3. Sheriff Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? It goes on voice 2. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. Let's have that. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. Okay, good. Well done, voice 2. Let's do it all. All of this second verse. The first mate, 3, 4. The first mate, he got drunk and broke in the captain's trunk. The constable had to come and take him away. Sheriff Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. One more time. The first mate, he got drunk and broke in the captain's trunk. The constable had to come and take him away. Sheriff Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. Okay, that was voice 2. The melody, if you will. Let's try voice 3 now. Voice 3, verse 2, voice 3. The first mate, or the first mate. 3, 4. The first mate, he got drunk and broke in the captain's trunk. had to come and take him away. Let's have all of that. Voice 3. And the first mate, he got drunk and broke in the captain's trunk. Had to come and take him away. It goes on. Sheriff Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? Let's have that. Voice 3. 2, 3. Sheriff Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home, go home. Let's do that again. Voice 3. Well, I feel so broke up. 3, 4. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home, go home. Good. Let's recap all of that. Voice 3. The first mate. 3, 4. The first mate, he got drunk and broke in the captain's trunk. Had to come and take him away. Sheriff Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home again. The first mate, he got drunk and broke in the captain's trunk. Had to come and take him away. Sheriff Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. Okay, that was voice 3. Okay, so I'm going to be recapping them all in a minute. But first of all, let's go on to the chorus, okay? Because we've done the chorus before. So, let's see if we remember it. I'm going to start with voice 1 again. Go back to voice 1. And this is the chorus now. It's the chorus that we've gone into after verse 2, okay? I think they're slightly different, the two choruses in this. It's the second chorus. So hoist, it goes. So hoist up the John B. sail. See how the mainsail sets. Let's have that voice 1. So hoist up the John B. sail. See how the mainsail sets. It goes on. Ashore, let me go home. And ashore, let me go home. It goes on. Let me go home. Why don't they let me go home? Yeah, yeah. Let's do that from let me go and let me go home. Why don't they let me go home? Yeah, yeah. It goes on. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. And well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. That was voice 1. Let's do it again. The whole chorus. And so hoist, by the way, so hoist is your note for most of you. Or so hoist if you're around. 3, 4. So hoist up the John B. sail. See how the mainsail sets. Ashore, let me go home. Let me go home. Why don't they let me go home? Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. Well done, voice 1. Let's move on to voice 2. Chorus, voice 2. So hoist up the John B's is how it starts. So hoist. I'll sing a few phrases. Repeat after me. 3, 4. So hoist up. I'm going to be doing it down there. 3, 4. So hoist up the John B. sail. See how the mainsail sets. Call for the captain ashore. Let me go home. Let's have that voice 2. So hoist up the John B. sail. See how the mainsail sets. Call for the captain ashore. Let me go home. It goes on. Let me go home. Why don't they let me go home? Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. Let's do it again from Let Me Go Home. Voice 2, 2, 3. Let me go home. Why don't they let me go home? Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel so broke up. I wanna go home. Let's do hold the chorus again. Voice 2. So hoist up the John B. sail. See how the mainsail sets. Call for the captain ashore. Let me go home. Let me go home. Why don't they let me go home? Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel so broke up. I wanna go home. Okay, cool. Let's do voice 3 now. Chorus. So hoist up the John B's. So hoist up the John B's. 3, 4. So hoist up the John B's sail. See how the mainsail sets. Call for the captain ashore. Let me go. Let me go home. Let's just do that. Voice 3 now. Voice 3. 3, 4. So hoist up the John B. sail. See how the mainsail sets. Call for the captain ashore. Let me go. Let me go home. Let me go. Let me, and it goes on. Let me go home. Why don't they let me go home? Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel so broke up. I wanna go home. Let's just go from... let's just do the whole chorus, okay? Let's just do the whole chorus. Voice 3. There's no obvious stopping point in the middle. So hoist up the John B's. 3, 4. So hoist up the John B's sail. See how the mainsail sets. Call for the captain ashore. Let me go. Let me go home. Let me go. Let me go home. Why don't they let me go home? Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel so broke up. I wanna go home. Okay, good. Well done. Alright, so I'm gonna now, instead of going through all the parts again and doing a loop, I'm gonna do a loop now. And then I'm gonna sort of bring the volume down and go through all the parts while the loop is in the machine. Okay, so I'm gonna start, as always, with voice 3. I build up from the bottom, and I'm gonna do verse 2 and the subsequent chorus. Okay, the first mate, he got drunk. This is voice 3, verse 2 onwards. Okay, and I'm going to play some chords to help me stay in time and in tune, more or less. The first mate. This is voice 3. If you can, voice 1, you can join in if you think you know your part well enough. The first mate is your note. And if you're on voice 2 and you think you know your part well enough, the first mate. But I'll come to voice 1 and voice 2 in a minute. For now, I'm just going to do voice 3, which is the first mate, the first mate. 3, 4. The first mate, he got drunk and broke in the captain's trunk. Had to come and take him away. Sheriff Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? Well, I feel so broke up. I wanna go home, go home. So hoist up the John B. sail. See how the mainsail sets. Call for the captain ashore. Let me go. Let me go home. Let me go. Let me go home. Why don't they let me go home? Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel so broke up. I wanna go home. 3. Okay, good. That's in the machine. And now I'm going to add voice 2. Voice 3, continue with your bit if you can. The first mate, he got drunk. Voice 2, I'll be singing your part, okay? The first mate. Let's give it a go. 3, 4. The first mate, he got drunk. The first mate, he got drunk. And broke in the captain's trunk. The constable had to come and take him away. Sheriff Sheriff Johnstone, Sheriff Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. So hoist up the John B. sail, see how the mainsail sets. Call for the captain ashore, let me go home, let me go home, let me go home, let me go home. Why don't they let me go home? Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. Okay, good. Well done, voice 2. It's a little bit slow, this version, but that's okay. It gives you time to get your pitches right. A little bit elegiac, but hey, it's a song about drinking, so the first mate, he got drunk. I'll be doing voice 1 now. The first mate. If you can on voice 2, continue. The first mate. And voice 3 is the first mate. I'll be singing voice 1. The first mate. The first mate. 3, 4. The first mate, he got drunk. The first mate, he got drunk. Broke in the captain's trunk. Broke in the captain's trunk. The constable had to come and take him away. Come and take him away. Sheriff Johnstone, Sheriff Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. So hoist up the John B. sail, the John B. sail, see how the mainsail set, see how the mainsail set. Call for the captain ashore, let me go home, let me go home, let me go home, let me go home. Why don't they let me go home? Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. Okay, so now the parts are in the machine. I'm going to do it again. I'm just going to leave it going. And I'm going to do voice 3 to begin with. And I'm turning everything else down. So voice 3, this should give you a little bit of a hand here. The first mate is your note. If you can, on all the other parts, keep doing your bit. It'll help you. 3, 4. The first mate, he got drunk. The first mate, he got drunk. Broke in the captain's and broke in the captain's trunk. Had to come and take him away. Sheriff Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home, I wanna go home. So hoist up the John B. sail, see how the mainsail sets. Call for the captain ashore, let me go home, let me go home, let me go home, let me go home. Why don't they let me go home? Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. I'm gonna do voice 2 now. 3, 4. The first mate, he got drunk. The first mate, he got drunk. And broke in the captain's trunk. The constable had to come and take him away. Sheriff Johnstone, Sheriff Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. So hoist up the John B. sail, see how the mainsail sets. Call for the captain ashore, let me go home, let me go home, let me go home. Why don't they let me go home? Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. Voice 1, voice 1. The first mate. 3, 4. The first mate, he got drunk. The first mate, he got drunk. And broke in the captain's trunk. Had to come and take him away. Sheriff Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. So hoist up the John B. sail, see how the mainsail sets ashore. Let me go home, let me go, let me go home. Why don't they let me go home? Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. Okay, well done. All right, I'm just going to play it one last time with all the parts turned up, and just to check everyone's got their notes. Let's do it. Let's do it one final time. The first mate is voice 3. The first mate. Voice 2. The first mate. Voice 1. The first mate. 3, 4. The first mate, he got drunk. The first mate, he got drunk. Broke in the captain's trunk. Broke in the captain's trunk. The constable had to come and take him away. Come and take him away. Sheriff Johnstone, Sheriff Johnstone, why don't you leave me alone? Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. So hoist up the John B. sail, see how the mainsail sets, see how the mainsail sets. Call for the captain ashore, let me go home, let me go, let me go home, let me go home. Why don't they let me go home? Yeah, yeah. Well, I feel so broke up, I wanna go home. Okay, great work, everyone. Remember, the rehearsal tracks for this are online already, beautifully sung by Eleanor at a more fun tempo as well. So go and have a listen to those. If you're in Quaggy or Palace a Cappella, I can assure you that we will be doing this song when the lockdown is over. And if not, then maybe you can convince your choir to do it when you return. I'll happily send the score to you or your musical director. Now it's time for Eleanor, who's going to do a little bit of Red is the Rose. Eleanor.
Thanks, Jake. Just following on from what you've just said, you won't have seen this yet, but there's some banter going on the Palace a Cappella Facebook page, which suggests that they cannot wait to sing this all together, probably in the pub. Yeah. Thanks, Jake. Brilliant. And just to say good evening to Caroline, Laura, Cora and Simone, who all joined while Jake was just doing that with you. So it's great to have you all. And I think that takes a number of choirs that we know are joining, up to about at least 6. So that's very cool. We're going to do a bit of Red is the Rose now. We thought, just to confuse you, we've done Rose, 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 Red. Now we're going to do Red is the Rose. So there we go. If you need the score for this, it's also on quaggycommunitychoir.com/South London Home Choir. Most of you will have done some of this before, at least. Got a message from Quaggy Community Choir saying, can they join Palace a Cappella in the pub? You most absolutely certainly can. We should have an evening where we sing and drink together, because it would be amazing to do that once we're allowed. So 100% yes. So let's start, actually, as Jake has just done with Sloop John B, let's do this, start with verse 2, because I think we've done less on that, and there's a few little changes. So voices 2 and 3, this is the same as verse 1 for you. For voice 1, you have a few tiny changes. So let's start with voice 3. On verse 2, you have ooze. So we're going to start, voice 3. You have your first note here. Oh, hi Hannah, hadn't realised you were there. Great to have you as well. So voice 3, you have 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's just try up to there. Don't worry if it doesn't entirely make sense if you haven't done this before. it will make more sense when you hear how it fits with a tune. But I don't want to give you the tune first because you might get stuck on wanting to sing that. So voice 3 is the lowest part if you haven't done it before. Ready, 2, 3, 4. So that second phrase just keeps going down. Next line goes. Let's try that. Ready? And. And then you wait for an extra beat and then you go. Give it a go and. Let's just try all of that together. I'm going to, let's do it once just like that, and then I'll do it with the recording so you can hear how it fits. Ready, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. Let's try that with the recording so you can just hear how it fits. So, there's your notes. Here we go. Just about found the right place in the recording, I think. Okay, cool. Let me know who got on voice 3. If we need to, we can do a bit more on that, either now or later. Okay, voice 2, your turn. So, your part goes. You have a lot of oohing on the same note for a while. That does not mean it's easy. It's actually a really hard part because you just have to stick on this while the other parts move around you. So it goes, voice 2. So you're basically singing an ooh on the same note for 7 beats, and then you breathe, and then you do it again. You do that 3 times. Okay, let's just give that a try. 2, 3, 4. That's it, and your last line goes. So you've had your oohs all on that note, and then your last line goes. Okay, let's put that straight with the recording. So here's your note. Awesome. Woo. Brilliant. Well done. Good. Lots and lots of positive comments on Facebook. It sounds like everybody's getting the hang of these parts now. That's really, really good to hear. Thank you. So voice 1. You have the tune, but there are a couple of tiny changes from the first verse. So we'll just do line by line. So it goes. It is, 'twas down in Killarney's green woods that we strayed. Goes. 'Twas down in Killarney's green woods that we strayed. You guys. And 'twas down in Killarney's green woods that we strayed. Next line. When the moon and the stars, they were shining. So just watch out for when the moon, fast, okay? When the moon, like that. And when the moon and the stars, they were shining. Now what I always find is a bit of a killer with this one, and if this helps you guys, please take it and carry on, I've just realised I've got the Crib Notes banner up. Jake, sorry, I forgot to change the banner. Anyway, it's all one big collaboration, isn't it now, so it doesn't really matter. What I find a bit of a killer with this one is that a couple of times in three phrases in a row, you have a higher note which requires just a bit more oomph. And you have it comes at the end of the phrase, then it comes immediately at the beginning with very little time for breath, and then it comes at the end again. So you're either getting it just when you're kind of feeling like you're running out of breath and energy a little bit, then you don't really have time, a lot of time to breathe and reset, and you have the higher note again, and then you have the same thing in the last phrase where it's right at the end. So this might sound counterintuitive, but what you actually need to do is to give more energy towards the end and give more air towards the end, even if you think you're running out, because the more you do that, the more breath you will actually have available. It's building a habit and building some stamina. So voice 1, and actually voices 2 and 3, if you want to give this a try, why not, because it's good practice. So voice 1, can you give me a finger point towards the end of the phrase each time? So like this. 'Twas down in Killarney's green woods that we strayed, when the moon and the stars, they were shining. The moon shone its rays on her locks of golden hair, and she swore she'd be my love forever. Whew, okay. So the aim is that's about airflow and energy always moving forward, so you don't get stuck, or you don't end up under-energized or not giving enough airflow. Okay, so let's just try those first couple of phrases. Apparently my choir, Palace a Cappella, all noticed that I had the wrong banner up and they didn't want to tell me, so thanks guys. I think that's sweet. I'm going to take it as sweet. Okay, so just do those first couple of phrases, voice 1, with a finger point through them. 'Twas down, and 'twas down in Killarney's green woods that we strayed, when the moon and the stars, they were shining. Next bit goes, the moon shone his rays on her locks of golden hair. You guys, the moon and the moon shone his rays on her locks of golden hair. Let's do that one more time. The moon and the moon shone his rays on her locks of golden hair. Last phrase. And she swore she'd be my love forever. You guys. And she swore, and she swore she'd be my love forever. Whew, okay. Voice 1, let's try all of that. Voices 2 and 3, in solidarity, you have some choices, but I'd like you to get involved. So, if you want to have a go at your parts, please do. If not, you've got 2 choices. I'll put the recording on in a minute, but for the moment, if you want to not sing, I want you to do one of 2 things, which is either to just breathe out on a shh all the way through, and or to do the finger point. So you are still practicing giving lots of air in the length of the phrase, and keeping that sense of moving forward, keeping the energy going forward while you do, okay? So, voice 1, definitely sing. Voices 2 and 3, you either sing your part or do a shh and finger point, okay? So, this is going to be voice 3, voice 2, voice 1, 2. Actually, I'll put the recording on because then you can all hear your parts. So, 2, 3, and 'twas down in Killarney's green woods that we strayed, when the moon and the stars they were shining. The moon shone his rays on her locks of golden hair, and she swore she'd be mine forever. Good. Well done. Marvellous. Okay, and we've done the chorus several times. So I'm just going to literally sing each voice once, and then I think we should just run the whole thing and see how we go, and I'll switch parts a bit as we go. So, chorus, voice 3 goes like this. Sing along if you remember it. If not, have a listen and then join in as you can. Ready? And red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. But my love is fairer than any. Okay, so that was voice 3. Voice 2, you have red is the rose. Ready? 3, 4. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. But my love is fairer than any. Okay, and voice 1, it's quite similar to the tune of the verse. 2, 3, 4. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. But my love is fairer than any. Okay, awesome. Hopefully that's just giving you a little reminder of all the parts. I'm going to put the recording on from the very beginning. We'll go all the way through it, and I'll just mix around parts. I'll demonstrate which part I'm singing, and just all of you have a go, and then let us know how you're getting on. Okay. So, we have voice 3, voice 2, voice 1. I'm going to start with voice 3. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. But my love is fairer than any. Amazing, guys. Well done. This is one thing you might have just noticed at the end there, which was a little bit of a slowing down. But my love is fairer than any. So I think let's just do that final chorus one last time, and then I'm going to hand over to Jake to do something completely different. So final chorus, if I can find it. Awesome. So, voice 3, voice 3, voice 2, voice 1. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Red's the rose. Final chorus. 2, 3, 4. Red is the rose that in yonder garden grows. Fair is the lily of the valley. Clear is the water that flows from the Boyne. But my love is fairer than any. Awesome, guys. That's such a beautiful song. I hope you've enjoyed that. Let me know how you're getting on. I'm going to pass back to Jake now. He's going to do something totally different.
Hi everyone, hi again. I'm going to do a pop song with you to finish. Before I do, actually, I would like to give a shout out to Rushy Green Time Bank. Sorry, it's just first time in my life I've used the expression shout out. I like it. I believe this stream is up on Rushy Green Time Bank's Facebook page as well as elsewhere. They're there in Lewisham for anyone who needs a hand during this time in the form of food deliveries, advice or just conversation. If you do need any help or if you'd like to offer your help through them, get in touch via their website lewishamlocal.com. Right. If you did any dancing at all in the 1990s, I bet you'll recognise this song. It has words that are somewhat relevant to our situation. So this song has a few bits to it. We're going to divide, as we normally do, into 3 voices. Voice 1, voice 2 and voice 3. Voice 1 is highest, voice 3 is lowest. I always build up from the bottom. So let's look at voice 3. It's dead easy. It's just repeats and repeats and repeats, okay? And it's bars. You've got bars down on voice 3. Ba or ba is where you start. And it goes ba 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 ba. So for you guys down on voice 3, that is your bit. It just repeats. Ba. Let's do it again. Ba 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 ba. Yeah, you get the idea. Let's do it one more time. And ba 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 ba. Okay, just repeats. Voice 2, you have bars as well. And even easier, voice 2, you have ba 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 ba. That's just it. Ba 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 ba. Okay, and I'll put some chords in just so you can see how it fits in with the chords. Voice 2 and ba 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 ba. Yeah, okay, you get the idea. Just 2 notes there for you. You're gonna get something more fun to do in a minute, I promise. Voice 1 now. See if anyone recognises it after this. You have dan da dans, and it goes dan da dum dan 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 da dum dan da dum da dum dan 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 da dun dun da dun da dun 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 da dun dun da dun da dun 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 da dun dun da dun. Let's break it down. Phrase by phrase. Dun da dun 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 dun. Let's do that. Voice one and dun da dun 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 dun. To go on. Da dun dun da dun da dun 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 dun. That bit and da dun dun da dun da dun 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 dun. Da dun dun da dun da dun 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 dun. That bit and da dun dun da dun da dun 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 dun. It's difficult to kind of break this down actually because there's no obvious places where I can stop in the middle of the phrase. Let's just do it a few times. Let's just repeat it a few times. Dun or dun down there, wherever you like. Voice one and dun da dun 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 da dun dun da dun da dun 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 da dun dun da dun da dun 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 da dun dun da dun da dun 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 da dun dun da dun da dun 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 da dun dun da dun da dun 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 da dun dun da dun. Okay, and it just goes on and on. By the way, if you don't like my down-to-downs, feel free to do whatever syllable you like. It's a sort of those of you will know that know the song know it's a kind of farty synth noise that you get quite a lot in 90s dance music. Let's just do it one more time. Voice one. Dun da dun 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 da dun dun da dun da dun 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 da dun dun da dun da dun 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 da dun dun da dun da dun 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 da dun dun da dun. Okay, brilliant. Well done. So that's how it starts. I'm going to put you out of your misery. Better Off Alone. It's Better Off Alone by Alice DJ, the sound of the 90s. So that was voices 3, 2 and 1. There is also a voice 4, which everyone sings, okay? And it goes like this. Do you think you are better off alone? Let's have that. Everyone. Do you think you are better off alone? Good, and then it goes. Do you think you are better off alone? Let's do that voice for everyone. Do you think you are better off alone? Good, so that voice 4 part is almost the same thing twice, but the second line, the second time you sing, do you think you are better off alone? You're just not quite going up quite as high with it. Let's do it again. Do you think you are, and do you think you are better off alone? And then the second line. Do you think you are better off alone? One more time. Do you think you are better off alone? Do you think you are better off alone? One more time. Do you think you are better off alone? Do you think you are better off alone? Okay, that's it. I will cue you in the song when this bit is coming up, so just watch me for that. And, don't worry, it repeats and repeats and repeats, so if you miss your entry, just, join in whenever. So we've done voices 3, 2 and 1, which kind of happen simultaneously, although we'll build up from voice 3. And then everyone goes on to voice 4, which is what we've just done. Do you think you're better off alone? Finally, we have voice 5, which sounds like this. Talk to me, oh, talk to me. Again, everyone sings this. Let's do it. It goes, talk to me, oh, talk to me. Now you ready? Talk to me, oh, talk to me. And again it goes, talk to me, oh, talk to me. One more time. Talk to me. Oh, talk to me. And that's it. We've covered everything. Okay, so let's recap. We build up from the bottom. Voice 3. Ba, or ba, down there, and it goes. Ba 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 ba. By the way, take your breaths between the bars. Ba 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 ba. For example, if you need to. Voice 2 just goes. Ba 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 ba. Voice 1. Dun 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 dun. Yep, that continues, and then when I cue you, you sing voice 4. Everyone sings voice 4. Do you think you are better off alone? Do you think you are better off alone? And then voice 5, again, everyone sings it. Watch me for that. Talk to me. Oh, talk to me. Talk to me. Okay, and that just repeats as well. So let's do this. Okay, and I build up. 3, 2, 1. Everyone sings 4. Everyone sings 5. Let's do it. Good luck. Let's hope I don't mess this up. Ba is your note on voice 3 to begin with. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, 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 ba. Whoa, one sec. There, that didn't take long, did it? Okay, let's try it again. Ba. Voice 3. 1, 2, 3. Ba 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 Think you are better talk to me. Oh, talk to me. Talk to me. Oh, talk to me. Okay, well done everyone. Better Off Alone by Alice DJ. Hope that you made a glorious racket with that and entertained your neighbours. They'll probably all be dropping around to check that you're okay. Thanks to Quaggy Community Choir, Palace a Cappella, and all the singers from elsewhere who joined us for this session. We are South London Home Choir, and we'll be back next Tuesday, 7 a.m. as usual, 7 p.m. as usual. See you then, and stay safe in the meantime. Good night.